That you have no plans to take down the tweet?
No.
Chair of the Michigan Republican Party, Kristina Karamo, is under fire for an incredibly offensive social media post. But somehow the Republican Party is the real victim here. Welcome into TYT's Overruled. I am your host, Adrienne Lawrence. The Michigan GOP took to Twitter on Tuesday to post this message, which read, #History has shown us that the first thing a government does when it wants total control over its people is to disarm them. President Reagan once stated, if we lose freedom here, there is nowhere else to escape to. This is the last stand on earth. #2A, #GOP. While you'd likely not think anything much of that message, other than thinking, more right-wing propaganda, well, there was a meme beneath it, and that meme said everything. Before they collected all these wedding rings, they collected all the guns. Yep, that is a reference to the Holocaust, where the Nazis stole the jewelry of Jews, Roma, and anyone else who didn't support their Aryan message before they murdered them. Likening a genocide that claimed the lives of at least, 11 million people to firearm policy proposals before the Michigan legislature, well, that wasn't received very well. So this post went up at 5:30 a.m. The outcry was so loud that by 10 a.m., Karamo had to issue a statement. And to say the statement was tone deaf would be an understatement. The chairman of the Michigan Republican Party posted this. The United States of America, the nation I love and will fight to protect in our history, has enslaved Black Americans, disarmed and murdered Native Americans, threw Japanese Americans in internment camps, and forcibly sterilized American citizens who were mentally handicapped and from certain ethnic groups. My ancestors were enslaved, and my great-great-grandfather was lynched by a white mob in front of his entire family. Government abuse of citizens has not only happened in world history, but American history. We will not be silent as the Democratic Party, the party who fought to enslave Black Americans and currently fights to murder unborn children, attempt to disarm us. Our Second Amendment was put in place to protect us from aspiring tyrants. Michigan GOP stands by our statement. Not only did that statement completely omit any kind of apology or any reference to the Holocaust, Jews, genocide, or anything of that nature that might have been appropriate, well, it really could have placed second in the Oppression Olympics as far as I'm concerned. The way that Karamo managed to center her experience as a Black woman and try to evade accountability, for that awful comparison between Nazis and gun proposals, it was really, really special. Yeah. And it was so special that Karamo had to have a press conference later that afternoon because the outcry continued.
Mm-hmm. You fear that all these voters who are offended by this, that you're alienating them from Republican candidates across the state?
Well, to your point, that was an excellent question. My point out was I don't speak for all Black people, because he was making the comment that as a Jewish person, I'm like, I don't speak for all Black people. But you're absolutely correct. I do speak for the Michigan Republican Party. I was elected for a reason. Why was I elected? It's because I stand by our platform and our principles. And, again, there's always going to be somebody that's offended. I'm offended about abortion. Have Democrats changed their position? I'm offended about children who will be executed up until birth. Have they changed their position? They don't care. So thinking that I'm going to somehow change my position or change where I stand on an issue because someone is offended is ridiculous.
What can you say? This is the Republican Party. They look to downplay a genocide while they also push their agenda that will lead to nothing more than the death of the people. Yet there are still so many people in the United States who seem to support this party. It is just unfathomable as far as I'm concerned. But maybe I'm just missing something. You let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like and follow button, and thanks for watching.